What's up, Hybrid Hangout fam? I am Ryan, man. Appreciate you guys checking me out. Make sure you like and subscribe. A lot of you guys watch, but you don't like and subscribe. So make sure you check that out, or make sure you do that, not check that out. But we coming off the Nicki Minaj barrage, man. I've been banging y'all with pause on that. I've been giving y'all a lot of Nicki Minaj back to back to back. Let me know what you like, what you dislike. You know what I mean? I am very open to feedback. The only way I'm gonna get better is if you guys tell me what you don't like as well as what you like. You know what I mean? I make it balanced. Now I'm just joking. Any feedback is welcome, guys. I want to do lots of different things on the channel, but I need the feedback. You know what I'm saying? The only way I'm gonna be able to do this full time and get better at it is if you tell me what you like and what you don't like. You know what I mean? I apply that to everything in my life. Any topic, I try to understand things so that way I'm a little bit more educated on it and I can communicate effectively. So please comment, man. We gonna do all on me today. We getting to G-HERBO, and Lil Baby is on this one as well. Collabo. Can't wait to do that. I was very impressed at what I heard from G-HERBO on Chirac with Nicki. So I was like, give me some suggestions. You guys have been giving me some suggestions. Someone in my personal life told me to check this song out, All On Me. So that's what we're going to do today until I see a lot more of those G-HERBO suggestions kind of pick up in the comments. So this is what we're going to do today, man. I can't wait. Let's get it. We ain't wasting no time. All On Me featuring Lil Baby and G-HERBO. Let's get it. That's like the Iron Man shit. Don't that sound... Hold on a second. Don't that sample sound like Seeing Green? Give me some feedback on it. That sound like Seeing Green to me. That yeah, in the background. Let me know. Let me know. I just want to point that out. That sound very similar to Seeing Green. Let's keep it going. That's what it sounds like to me. Yep.
When you got so much on your mind that you can't sleep, right? Run up 50 million, somehow still decking this street like set the hood on fire and they put cameras on our street like got a lean appetite. If I don't smoke, then I can't eat right. I'm a father rapping, hustling ass nigga. I live 3 lives. I'm a young black man, so to society I got 3 strikes.
Yeah. I wasn't ready. Go ahead, Lil Baby. What the fuck was I smoking on? If I did not know Lil Baby can rap. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I know I heard people like, nah, man, he can rap. I'm like, yeah, okay. I kind of brushed that shit off. This motherfucker came out with that hot fire. What did he say here, man? He said, when you got so much on your mind that you can't sleep right, run up 50 million, somehow still ducking the street life. Set the hood on fire, put up them cameras on the street lights. That's funny, right? You know what I'm saying? But then he said, got a lean appetite. If I don't smoke, then I can't eat right. That was pretty slick. I love the wordplay here too, right? Sleep right, street lights, you know what I'm saying? Eat right. I like that. So I love the pocket that he in. Beat is fire too, by the way. But what is he saying? When you got so much on your mind that you can't sleep right, you know what I mean? It means you stressed out here. You know, run up 50 million. I'm making all this money, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still ducking the street life. What the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? I feel like he's saying that he still gets wrapped up in street shit, even though he's a multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? You're very successful, but maybe the street life keeps calling him back. That could be too. Set the hood on fire. They put up the cameras on the street lights, you know, and street lights now have cameras on them, especially in Chicago and places that violence is very heavy. You know what I mean? In those neighborhoods, they got cameras up now, right? Got a lean appetite. If I don't smoke, that I can't eat right. First of all, I think that's a play on when you smoke weed, motherfuckers get the munchies, and usually you eat all the wrong shit. So I think it's a play on that, but I also think it's a street play too, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a lean appetite. I got an appetite for certain things is what he's saying. Money, getting his money, maybe the street life, you know what I'm saying? Ducking the street life, because going back up to that ducking the street life line, you know what I mean? Maybe you got a lean appetite for the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So if I don't smoke, if I don't calm them nerves, and I can't eat right, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if that play is right, but I love the wordplay scheme here, right? So I'm a father, a rapper, a hustling ass nigga, and I live 3 lives? Come on, man. That was a slick ass way to say he's got 3 different things that he has to pay attention to in his life. 3 priorities, right? Probably in that order, right? I'm a family man. I'm a rapper, so I'm very successful. And I also get pulled into the street life too. I still hustle. You know what I mean? I still, whatever that may be, use your imagination on that, right? But then he said, I'm a young black man. So to society, I got 3 strikes. That is fire, right? So 3 strikes in the justice system means you're going to jail, right? You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, you get 3 offenses, you're out of here, right? That's it. You're going to jail for a long time, right? But he's saying just as a young black man coming up in these neighborhoods, you already have this preconceived notions of having 3 strikes right out the gate. You know what I mean? The card, what do they say? The game is stacked against you, right? The cards are stacked against you, right? That's a Vegas play, you know what I mean? A poker play or whatever. The house always wins, right? That's what he's saying. As a young black man, you already lost. Let's keep it going. Fire.
Somehow still decking this street life. Set the hood on fire and they put cameras on our street life. Got a lean appetite, if I don't smoke then I can't eat right.
Yeah.
I'm a father rapping, hustling ass nigga, I live 3 lives. I'm a young black man, so to society I got 3 strikes. I've been trying to change my life for real, but it don't seem right. Heard the odds been popping out at clubs, give Brody them the green light. They get flipped. Magic City ass niggas see them, they get stripped. Acting like they with it, no they ain't, I just don't get. I try to put my foot in your shoes, but it just went fit.
Yeah, this
When you got
motherfucker's
Jewish
talking. He's talking. He is talking, man. What did he say here? Golly. Yeah, I've been sleeping on Lil Baby. For real, for real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What did he say coming off the 3 strikes line? He said, I've been trying to change up my life for real, but it don't seem right. You know what I'm saying? Heard the ops been popping off at the clubs, gave Brody and them the green light, get them flipped. Magic City niggas see him, they get stripped. Let's stop right there, right? That is hard, right? So what is he saying here, right? You know what I mean? He's saying, oh, I see my enemy. Ops is another word for enemy, right? I see my enemy at them clubs, right? I gave my guy the green light. Yeah, you see them, it's on site. Fuck them up, basically, right? Now, I'm not condoning violence, right? I'm just defining the bar. He said, you see it, you see some shit happening, you got the green light to do whatever you got to do to take care of the bullshit, right? Magic City is a strip club, right? He said Magic City ass dudes, niggas, right? See them, they get stripped, right? Magic City is a strip club, right? What do women do in a strip club? They strip off their clothes, right? So he's saying, I give you the green light to strip them. Use your imagination what strip means. Maybe take their change, rob them, kill them, whatever the case may be. But that's a slick ass line on Magic City, a stripper, right? You know what I'm saying? And they are Magic City ass dudes, right? Magic City ass dudes, meaning that that's another word for him saying that they pussy, strip them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? He's comparing a stripper to his ops. Fire, right?
See them, they get stripped. Acting like they with it, no they ain't, I just don't get. I try to put my foot in your shoes, but it just
yeah,
went
that's
fit.
what. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that line. Sorry. That's where I stopped it at, right? Because after that, he said, acting like they with it, no they ain't, I just don't get it. So you acting like you in the street life, but that's not the way you really live. He's all, I try to put my foot, I try to put my foot in your shoes, but they just won't fit it. That's a hard line. I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. Maybe you guys can give me some feedback on that. But basically what he's saying is dudes trying to act like they are part of a lifestyle that they're really not, right? And if I try to put my foot in your shoes, right, to define the line, you try to put your foot in a shoe in someone else's shoes, it just doesn't fit. That's an old saying run your own race, live your own life. Don't try to be anybody else. But what he's saying is I got so much on my shoulders and I really live this street life as well as my successful life that if I try to put my foot in your shoes, it just won't fit. You know what I mean? We are playing 2 different games. We are not in the same league at all. And you have no idea the lifestyle I live. That was fire. He is rapping his ass off. Love it. Let's keep it going. Shit. Come on.
Try to put my foot in your shoes, but it just won't fit. When you got Jewish lawyers worth 7 figures, the charge won't stick.
Hey.
And anytime I feel uncomfortable, I'm up in my blick. Went to the White House, made the president for my niggas in the system. It's kind of crazy that we beef and I got love for your sister. But I've been somewhere counting money up so my hand get a blister. And I've been thinking about stealing your heart, but I'm still iffy. And we've been fucking from the start, but now the shit feel different. I know you're tired of hearing me talk, but babe, I need you to listen. You started all this shit from none, look how I ran up them ditches.
Yeah.
Plain clothes spitters.
This beat is hard too.
Middle school, I'm with the same niggas.
Hey.
I never say nothing sour about you, cause I ain't bitter.
Hey.
Okay, if he got $1 billion, I'm still realer.
Hey.
X-Pill Skittles, Percocets, Perks. This my last time trying this shit. I hope it worked.
Hey.
I did all that for you to turn sour. Hope it was worth it. If you pray together, you stay together. I took her ass to church. And I ran out of handouts, better take your ass to work.
Hey.
And I call it how I see it. Hope I don't come off as a jerk.
Come on.
My dog made a little bet for 100 bands. He won't take a perk. Me and my dogs got an understanding for 100 bands. I be scaling through the trenches.
Yeah, hold on. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about that verse real fast, man. I'm trying to do better with the pauses, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been like, it's been a mixed review. Some people like, man, you cool with the pauses. Some people like, nah, man, don't be pausing that shit like this. So I liked his verse overall, right? I liked the flow in the pocket he was in. He was talking his ass off. He said, I went to the White House and met the president for my niggas in the system. So was he meeting with the president for prison reform or something like that? I don't know. That's what that means. The system is prison, right? So I don't know if he's, give me some feedback on that. Maybe if that is true, then that's fire, man. I got a lot of respect for him doing something outside of just talking street shit. I think that's fire. But he was talking in this, man. You know what I mean? What did he say? From elementary to middle school, I'm with the same dudes and never say nothing sour about you because I ain't bitter. That was fire, right? The sour, bitter play, right? You know what I mean? That's kind of the same thing, right? Something sour and it's bitter. But he's saying that I don't have anything bad to say about you. Sour, right? Nothing sour to say about you because I'm not vengeful. I don't hold grudges. Bitter, right? Hard play on that, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he's got $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still realer. So it don't matter what, money don't define the man. You know what I'm saying? That the man defines the money is the way I'm taking that. You know what I mean? I'm still fire. Then the flows that he was in, man, what did he say about the last time I try this shit, I hope it works. This will be the last time I try this shit, I hope it works. So I don't know who he's talking about again. Give me some feedback. And then he went back to the sour line, I think, right? I did all that for you to turn sour, hope it was worth it, right? So he brought that sour and bitter scheme back, right? So again, someone did something to him, you know what I mean? I don't know. Give me some feedback on that. But his verse was fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. Let's get to G-HERBO. Shit.
I be scaling through the trenches trying to tell real from the fake. Really had the master have a distance so I wouldn't fall for the bait. Young niggas slipped through the system, couldn't fall victim to the state. We made sure the hood ate and still fell victim to the hate.
Yeah.
Find my confidence cause I'm that nigga, no debate.
Yeah.
And I faced the consequence for always handing out my plate. I was working around the clock, I told my bitch I'm gonna be late. Real hustler, I lost 7 figures, now I'm having 8.
Yeah, he came in cooking. I like that. I like that. Where the money at? Yeah. So let's talk about the rhyme scheme he's in. He is flowing his ass off. And that was the feedback I had for him in Chirac, right? With Nicki. I was like, man, he just didn't get to the rhyme scheme a little bit quicker. But you guys told me that he was like 16 or 17 or something like that when he did that song. You know what I mean? But he still murdered it. He still did a good job. You know, so I thought he killed this flow scheme, right? In this cadence. He said, I'll be scaling through the trenches trying to tell the real from the fake. Really had to master having distance so I wouldn't fall for the bait. Hard line, right? Young nigga slipped through the system, couldn't fall victim to the state. We made sure the hood ate and still fell victim to the hate. So he is rhyming his ass off, right? Wordplay like a motherfucker, right? Had to find my confidence because I'm a nigga, no debate. And I face the consequences for always handing out my plate. That is hard, right? So what is he saying here, right? When he says I scale the trenches, you know what I'm saying, tell the real from the fake, right? You gotta make sure, he's saying I gotta make sure I identify the people that's really down for me, authentic, and people that are maybe enemies of mine, right? But portraying to be my friend, right? And that's why he said I had to master having distance so I wouldn't fall for the bait, right? So that's a kind of a different play on keep your friends closer, keep your enemies closer, right? Because what people mean by that is your enemies you would expect to hurt you. Your friends are the ones that can hurt you the most, right? Because you just don't know. You don't see it coming. So what he's saying here is, you know what I mean? You have to understand having distance. You know, you want to distance yourself from some people because you may not know. They may be baiting you in, acting like your friends. So they're fake, right? So that's a hard line on that, right? The fall victim to the state is kind of a system line, right? So if you don't navigate the right friends, you don't keep the right friendships, right? They could maybe snitch on you, they could be disloyal, and you could find yourself in jail, in the system, right? But on the other side, I always took care of the people that I care about. You know what I'm saying? Made sure the hood ate. When you say to make sure the hood ate, that's what he means by it. I'm taking care of people, maybe literally feeding them, maybe giving them some money, maybe giving them a job, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case, maybe giving back in some way, shape, or form, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm authentic. I'm a real nigga, no debate. So I'm authentic. I am true to the people that I care about, right? But I had to face the consequences for handing out my plate. That's such a hard ass line, man. When you physically give someone your plate, if you're sitting down to eat, you give somebody your plate, right? that needs to eat, right? Maybe they don't have money or whatever case, you give somebody your food. Guess what? You're still hungry, right? So the consequences is you're still hungry, right? So what he's saying here is, when I hand out my plate, when I provide for other people, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I didn't identify the friends from the foe like I was trying to, right? So the consequences is I had to deal with that now, right? You know what I'm saying? Because then he finished that up with Real Hustler lost 7 figures, but now I have 8, right? So I lost a lot of money maybe trusting the wrong people, right? I lost millions of dollars, but now I have 8 figures, which now I have tens of millions of dollars from learning from those mistakes. Fire, man. Let's keep it going.
I be scaling through the trenches trying to tell real from the fake. Really had to master have a distance so I wouldn't fall for the bait. Young niggas slipped through the system, couldn't fall victim to the state. We made sure the hood ate and still fell victim to the hate. Had to find my confidence cause I'm that nigga, no debate. And I faced the consequence for always handing out my plate. I was working around the clock, I told my bitch I'm gonna be late. Real hustler, I lost 7 figures, now I'm having 8.
Hey.
Now I feel like Jay the Blueprint, now I'm in LA in new whips. Riding in the land with 2 sticks, taking all my kids to roof. Heard the block say they miss me. Gotta stay free, I keep distance. I've seen a laugh, who missed it? Swerve, still a slide, who dissed it? I ain't never lied, cops know the slang, I don't know the vibe. Who snitching? Ride to the side when you went broke every single time.
Yeah, this flow, boy, is crazy. Yeah. He's rapping. I love the flow and the pockets he's in this, man. Yeah, when he came off the state hate, no debate on my plate, you know what I'm saying? Don't be late, you know what I'm saying? Now I got 8, you know what I mean? When he came off that scheme, which is crazy, right? Love the wordplay scheme and the pocket he's in. And then he switched up the flow. You know what I'm saying? Second cadence here, right? He's like, now I feel like Jay, the blueprint. Now I'm in LA, new whips, right? So whips is gonna be the new rhyme scheme, right? New whips, riding in the land with 2 sticks, taking my kids out to Ruth Chris, right? Heard the block say they miss me, gotta stay free, I keep distance. That didn't rhyme, right? But then he brought it back with ops ain't alive, who missing, swerve, I'll slide, who dissing. I ain't never lacked, cops knew the slang. I know the vibe, who snitching. Pride to the side, when you went broke every single time, who fixed it? The way he rapped that was crazy, right? That he is in this, I love his schemes and how he's coming in with the cadences and the wordplay is crazy. But what is he saying though, man? He's saying that now I'm successful. Now I feel like Jay, I'm the blueprint, right? You know what I'm saying? New whips. I'm out in LA, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Riding the Lambo, you know what I'm saying? But I still got the guns on me. 2 sticks is what he said, right? Still got the guns on me, right? But I take my kids to Ruth Chris, which is a upscale restaurant. So my kids are living a great life, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm very successful, but I still am thorough. I still got to keep guns. I got for safety, right? I got to make sure I'm doing that, right? You know what I'm saying? The block say they miss me, you know what I'm saying? But I got to keep my distance, right? So I know what that's going to be. If I go back into Chicago or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm out in LA, right? But the hood said they miss me. Maybe people from back home like, man, come on, when you gonna come back home? Yeah, I want to, you know what I'm saying? But I got to stay free. I got to keep my distance because I know what that's going to lead to if I go back there, right? You know what I'm saying? But the ops ain't alive. I done took care of all the problems, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Who missing, right? He's like, the ops ain't alive. I took care of all that. Who's missing? Who's missing? You know what I'm saying? Because I swerve, you know what I'm saying? I'll slide. Who dissing? Who out there opening their mouth? Who got something to say? Nobody, right? You know what I'm saying? Then he who's snitching, right? He followed that with who's snitching. So I took care of the ops, you know what I'm saying? But somebody is something new developed that I don't know. I'll take care of that too, right? But pride to the side, when you went broke, you know what I'm saying? Every single time, who fixed it? So I'm still there is the way I'm taking that. You know what I mean? I'm still there, even though I might be in LA. I'm trying to live a better life. I'm trying to take care of my family. You know what I mean? I'm still thorough on these streets. I still take care of my business. If there's anybody snitching or if there's any opposition still alive, I still take care of that because every single time I'll fix it. I'm still there for you. Fire. Let's keep it going. And the rhyme scheme, the way he said it was fire, man. Let's keep it going.
Slang gang, I don't know the vibe. Who snitching? Prior to the side when you went broke every single time. Who fixed it? I was on point for the team. Had to smoke joints at the dream. Had to
third flow
with the lean. Still was the first at the scene. I was fucked up mentally, but I said some shit that hurt. I ain't mean. Hoes don't mean shit to me. I know that they'll take a break before it rain. Woke up crying out my sleep. I had to pray off my demons. Next day I went to fuck up 50K off at Neiman's. My OG say she don't like when I'm in the rack. I don't either. But I still go back to make sure shit intact. I'm a leader. Went to gladiator school. I'm a meter. In attendance, had the bag for my repentance. I'm decent. If I gotta up my strap and let it clap, I don't need it. Call my lawyer up with 500 racks. I'ma beat it. I can't speak about some shit. Feel like it never happened. Niggas really out here snitching and ain't still rapping. I'm a natural born savage. I ain't average. Never show my weakness, so I'm weeping while in traffic. 6 matches in, I come from sleeping on a mattress. Men don't respond to Instagram, I let them have it.
Yeah, he ended that shit fire. Yeah, he killed that. They both killed this song. Yeah, they both killed this. Yeah, that was fire. Yeah, we about to go down the G-HERBO rabbit hole, man. Shit, that was super fire, man. I'm just gonna touch a couple bars, man, because he was rapping his ass off, man. After we came off the line every single time, you know who fixed it, right? I was on point for the team, had to smoke a joint just to dream, right? That line right there, man, when a point guard, first of all, it's a basketball reference, right? You know what I mean? When a basketball player, the point guard leads the team, right? He leads the team. He kind of sees the whole floor and sets up the plays, right? But when he says, I was on point for the team, he's like, dude, I was always there, right? Who fixed it? He's coming off that line, right? Who was there to fix the problems? Me, right? I was always on point for the team. And when he says I had to smoke joints just to dream, the way I'm taking that is he couldn't take any time off. He couldn't sleep. Because if he did sleep, things wouldn't get paid. People wouldn't be taken care of. So I was always grinding, always out here hustling to take care of the team, family, friends, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And the only time I had to relax is to smoke a joint. That's it. That's the only time I could escape. You know what I mean? Wasn't no time for sleeping. I couldn't be sleeping. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of what he's saying here. And then the way he was saying it, right? Points for the team, had to smoke joints just to dream, you know? Had to mix the perks with the lean. Still the first on the scene, right? So the way the schemes that he's in, man, I love it, right? And going back to that first on the scene, that's a police play, right? You know, first on the scene, right? They say, I'm the first police officer on the scene, but that's going back to him saying he's always on point for the team. I've always been there. Who fixed it? So it's always him saying that you can rely on me, right? You know what I'm saying? I was fucked up mentally. Bay says some shit that hurt. I ain't mean. Right? So dream, scene, team, I ain't mean. You know what I'm saying? Hoes don't mean shit to me, which is funny, right? I know they'll take a Burke over a ring, right? So dream, scene, team, lean, ring. You know what I mean? He's rhyming, right? Rhyming his ass off, right? Woke up crying out of my sleep. I had to pray off the demons, right? So that's a very insightful line, right? So maybe he did some shit that he's not proud of, you know what I'm saying? And he felt like he had to pray off those demons, right? Because I think that came back later on when he said, later on, my OG says she don't like it when I'm in rack. I don't either, right? He's like, I don't like that shit. I don't want to go back to Chicago, you know what I'm saying? But I still go back to make sure shit's intact because I'm a leader. So he's going back to the theme. He's always there for his people and his family, right? Went to gladiator school. I'm a true alameter. I think it's alma mater, you know what I mean? But to make the rhyme work, you know what I'm saying? He said leader to rhyme with leader. He said alameter, right? Alma mater is the school that you went to. You're a graduate from the school that you went to, right? But I went to gladiator school, the school of hard knocks, right? You know what I'm saying? the streets of Chicago will teach you a lot, right? You know what I'm saying? So I am concrete jungle type shit. You know what I mean? I learned from there. But then getting back to the line I wanted to get to when he says, I had to pray off my demons. He said, in attendance in the school, coming off the gladiator school, right? Line, I'm in attendance, right? I'm a true warrior, right? From growing up in the streets of Chicago, I had the bag for my repentance. So when somebody says repentance, excuse me, that is your punishment. You know what I'm saying? So when he talks about praying off my demons and then it's talking about I went to gladiator school and I'm in attendance, meaning that I've done a lot of shit that I'm not proud of. You know what I'm saying? And my repentance, you know what I mean, is the money. The bag is a slang term for money, right? But it comes with its own demons is the way I'm taking that. Fire, right? But the flows that he kept getting into is crazy. Even how he ended it. You know what I'm saying? In attendance, had the bag for repentance. I'm decent. Got to go up my strap, let it clap. Then I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Call my lawyer up for 500 racks. I'm going to beat it. You know what I'm saying? So just the way he's in pocket like that, man, was really dope. You guys said that in the Chirac comments. You were like, dude, he be sliding on songs, man. He be riding the beat and just flowing and his cadences and shit, man. So yeah, he was killing it, man. I really enjoyed that. Lil Baby killed it. Fucking G-HERBO killed it, man. I was thoroughly impressed with that. That was a banger. Shout out to me for picking that one. So that'll do it for this one, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Give me some feedback on if you like this, you know what I'm saying? What you thought about this song, maybe other G-HERBO songs, Lil Baby songs, other collabos, or something outside of music that you want me to talk about, man. Make sure you comment, man. I go through all the comments. Even if I don't respond to everybody, I see them all, man. So till next time, I'm Ryan, man. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Peace. I'm out.